Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Jackson now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rivers now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, Rivers. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And incomplete on the deep ball. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the returns. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On third down, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Set. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. John Simon able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Jones. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Now let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they'll run it here. Boy, shifts past him. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
5-4.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Delta! 12.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
We got three. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. 57. Gone.
To throw on second down. Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Runs through the contact, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, green 80. One out.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready, 390. Hey, Rocket.
Rivers now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319.
Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw again is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun! Here we go now. Green
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready, 380.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
5-4. Load it. Load it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set, 380.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, 380. Load it. Load it.
And again, it's Collins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get out.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Gone. Set. 3-19.
Jackson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Avery Jones able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really let loose.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on second down. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone! Detroit!
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Jackson will throw again. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. John Simon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round. Here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Etling. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Let's go.
Here's Etling to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation. He's got him in. Complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Etling to throw it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw, Etling. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Legent getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They'll throw it here. Etling. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll get